Hey you guys, what's up? It's Klairee Berry. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Finally. I don't know why I'm saying finally. We're getting there though. We're getting there, guys. Excuse me. So we're going to do like a divine feminine reading today. We're going to open it up to kind of the mission side as well. And, for the people who know, people who are doing the work. Divine feminine coming along. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing really well. We are in the Gemini moon, the Scorpio sun. Okay, people are going so deep they don't even want to go this deep anymore. They're sick of being deep. They're sick of Scorpio. I feel like some people, not all people. Okay, let's start off with some angel energy here to guide our way. Okay, the spirit of love and light always protect us. Always. Okay, so Gemini, kind of easy breezy, and then we come into Cancer moon on Friday. Okay, so remember, this is how you are, in your subconscious. This is what is the stuff that you want to watch out for bubbling up for you, stuff that slips out, that gets out, and then we don't, oh, why'd I act like that? What happened? Okay, moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Well, that is interesting because that is what I was literally just talking about, and I've never got this card before. And I've been doing this deck for a while now. Okay. So, very, very interesting. Okay, this has to do with the full moon. This has to do with everything the moon's doing right now in your life. Okay. We're going to kind of start out and look a little bit into our twin flame energy. How is, what is the divine masculine wanting to say to the divine feminine right now? Okay. 3. Okay. So they're on a journey. They know it. It hasn't been very fruitful in their eyes, in certain ways. So they're keeping on going is basically what I'm saying. This is a journey, and then coming to a new place, and coming to a new place. Okay. So, and I think that it's really bugging them down, the way that things have happened, transpired. But there is this hope, that's coming through. It's like, if I can heal this, if I can start to see clearly here, then I can change this situation. But the divine masculine might need some help right now in having some of this hope, Not to say that it's like the divine feminine's job to give it to them, but I think the divine feminine should at the very least be understanding right now, of this journey, and just of that. There's a reason for your person to be off right now, taking care of something they need to do. And most likely it is something within, dealing with the shadow work, dealing with why, what am I doing? How am I doing this? I'm waking up to the fact that, you're being a hypocrite is kind of shadow work in itself, you're like, oh shit, why am I doing this? I really need to stop. And, yeah, it's just this journey of starting, and things are going to start to get better. Things are coming from a place where when they start off, it's like it seems really hopeless. You're just uphill battle the whole way. It's going to be a long-ass journey, and, you just started. And now it's like, okay, well, you've lived and you've learned. And, if you're coming into this energy, more where you're, getting better results, everything's fertile, a little bit more, coming, things are coming back to you. In the way it's like you might be feeling kind of burnt out, even physically right now. But again, it's kind of part of sometimes the way that we feel. We don't even realize it has to do with the energies that's going on to everybody, the stars and all the astrology stuff. It's like we don't even think about it. We just think, oh, we're having a bad day. A lot of people just go through life like that, but if you're kind of aware, you're able to see and able to stay, healthy and everything like that, then it's kind of a whole nother story. So yeah, it's like, be nice to the divine masculine right now, and, you know, just treat people how you would want to be treated, and hope for the best, and just keep on going within yourself, so that, you know, that'll just ring. You know, it's like truth rings, you know, the energy is always going. Okay, have faith in your dreams. This is coming through as like really knowing, like there's something that you're doing that is so on track right now, like you know what you're doing. This is, have faith in your dreams, because your dreams are bomb. Dreams you haven't even dreamed yet, dreams you might dream tonight, tomorrow. Let me know, guys. Come back and let me know if you get some dreams. I'm telling you. Always look up any crazy dream I have, but most of the time I don't remember my dreams. But if I, you know, if I do, then it's a sign. Any ones that you remember, you know. Okay, so let's touch base with the Divine Feminine herself and kind of see what's up in her mental right now. Divine Feminine, how you doing? Okay, let's talk about this. Lovely. Oh yeah. Okay, the spinning. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's why you're here. You know, Divine Feminine energy, most likely here, creating shit, making shit happen, healing shit, taking care of shit, mothering, you know, creative. It's like the earthly mother and the heavenly father. And this is like the earthly mother. One of the earthly mothers, I guess you could say. But it's understanding, you know, the way things work. Okay? If you understand the way things work, then you know why you have to go within and do the inner child healing. Kitty, 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 kitty. So, yeah, inner child healing is huge to feeling good, to moving to that next step. And the more people we deal with it on different layers. So you may think, oh, I've already dealt with my inner child, you know, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Well, make sure and go revisit it and make sure, you know, because sometimes things are just so much deeper than they seem at first. Okay, we'll just put it that way. I talk about this all in my program. My program is kind of when I first started doing it all, and I was like really getting it down into a pattern that was helping me. So I was going through it as I was doing it. So it's really interesting kind of to see, you know, the progression and how it affects me when I'm doing it, which I think is perfect for the person to see it, for you guys to see it and be like, oh, you know, this is what it looks like. This is what it might look like. This is what it looked like for her, you know. So just kind of gives you an idea of what to expect, okay? So, yeah, because it is a big deal, okay? It is a big deal. And it's kind of like you have to face it. You have to face it. As much as you do not want to look at this, as much as you do not want to face it, as much as you want to pretend there's nothing wrong, try to do the law of attraction in vain, you know, say it doesn't work, you know, this is like really taking that time to rest and think and do that shadow work and then make your next move. Don't think about making any more moves, honestly, because that's what the Divine Masculine needs. The Divine Masculine needs you to go within right now. And this is inspiring myself as well. Okay? Yeah. So it's just this long, there's some kind of a long road, and I feel like it has to be with distance. I feel like a lot of us are not seeing our person right now, whether it's weather, sickness, busyness, long travels, like long conferences, things, you know, such of this nature, just things that are physically keeping you apart, and you're like sending these random love letters, and you may feel like disconnected and lost a little bit here, and just again kind of this trudging uphill, like when is it ever gonna, you know, and try not to get frustrated. Okay, just keep on focusing on your own progress and growth. Excuse me. Your own progress and growth. It's just another step in the story. Remember, it's all part of the journey. It's a journey, not a destination. So try to just remember to enjoy every single day. And when it comes time where you know you got to face it, then you face it and you take care of it. And that's what the shadow work is. People don't want to do it. They don't want to do the work, but they want to live like they ain't got nothing wrong with them. You want to live. If you want to be, you know, a manifester, somebody who can really understand the laws of the universe and use them, if you want to be able to do that and get better at that, you're on your way. Okay, so just keep on doing what you're doing, keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on, trying new things and being passionate about just following your passion really too as well. Okay, and you're dealing with, the everyday, and you're dealing with when you go within. It's just another thing you can pat yourself on the back for, which is really important, to build up your confidence by doing positive actions and tracking them if you want, because that will build, and it's like, do the easy things that you can do every day, and then just keep track of it. And it doesn't matter, it's going to make you feel good about it, that you're doing healthy things, that you're doing positive things. And there's apps that you can use. I like this habit something, I don't know. Just, like, you find the cute little stuff and you just like to press the buttons. You're like, yep, did it. Oh, did it. It's like, yay me, and it's fun. It's kind of like a little game, if you think of it like Sims, but for your actual self. Somebody needed to hear that. I don't know. Okay, so I want to talk more. We've been talking about the divine feminine here, okay? And like I said, inner child healing for you all the way. Delve into it. I can feel like you've already done this, because your partner here is going through this. This is revisiting, by the way. This is old stuff that looking back on. This is most likely, the guilt over what the divine masculine might have done, might have said, might have, whatever happened, maybe earlier in the past. Okay, so the divine masculine at this point that we're at right now here in November, like, the divine feminine is kind of getting over it and is like wanting to move forward, but the divine masculine is a little bit still like stuck in these negative feelings. But remember, it's just because they're just in this instance a couple of steps behind. Doesn't mean less, doesn't mean anything, just a little bit behind, because the feminine is the intuitive, whichever sex, doesn't matter. The feminine side, the yin, would be the one that is the intuitive side, that knows, that has that feeling. It can be a male. It happens. I've seen it a lot. So, it doesn't have to be male, female, but it's the masculine, feminine, as we always say. But somebody is feeling like this guilt, and just, it's a really big blockage here. Okay. But that's why they're on such a big trip, such a long journey, to try to really take care of something that needs to be taken care of, because they don't want to short you, because they know, like, it's obvious that you're like a goddess queen. You know what I mean? I mean, you're figuring, really, this is holistic law of attraction to me right here. Pow. You got an idea? Oh, pow, it's there. Unlimited resources. Giving, taking, flow, like an engine, charges you up. That's the Aloha Peace Light. Aloha Peace Light. Talk about it in my program. I wish you guys could see my cat. She's so cute. Little black cat. I guess I'm a witch. I don't know. So anyway, like I said, feminine's coming in, leveling up, taking care of business, staying intuitive, focusing on that growth, focusing on getting in touch, getting grounded, so to speak, getting in touch with your higher powers, whether that be by meditation, any kind of active meditation, like, really, it's where it's at, but also in doing this work as well, doing the shadow work, doing, like, really cleaning things out, like spending some time at it. Look at her. She's right there by the water. How long has she been chilling here staring at this thing? What kind of freaking hallucinogenics is she on? Like, seriously, just zoned out in her own little world, not giving a fuck about anybody. Okay, overcoming this personal triumphs. Okay, changing, growing, higher self, higher knowledge. It's a good card. And it has to do with inner child healing as well. As I've been saying, it's kind of like she's enamored with the growth that she's actually seeing, and the feelings that she's feeling after she does the inner child healing and the shadow work. It's making her even more powerful. That's why she's so zoned in on it. It's like, and the power that she has is, of course, just like over herself, because she's doing this work. It has really, and it too, moving forward, you know, this is mission related to it. So this is like what stands out for you guys right now. So really focus on learning just this holistic law of attraction and talking about that. And then, you know, of course, the inner child healing. And then just being able to talk about the experience of it over time and how you learn and grow. It's a whole thing, okay? It's going to take you places where you know, you're like, whoa. Whoa. Okay? So we got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so it's a little bit like fluid, a little bit, I don't want to say wobbly. There's some energy, you know, you're like, ooh, where do I step? What do I do? How do I hold my face? What do I do with my hands? You know? And it's like, don't make negative choices right now and leave any part of your own self behind. I think that this is a message that is saying that if you don't do the shadow work, you're going to be left in the cold. You're going to be thinking everybody's out to get you. When in reality, you know, you can have all your heart's desire if you just get into the shadow, go into the shadow somehow. It's changing. Everything's changing right now. So you have to go within. Very clear on that one for me, because the darkness of the tent and the darkness of the people, it's pops. So it's the contrast. Oh my gosh, throwing it all over the floor. Anytime you have that, you know, like black and white or really any kind of dynamic color, you know, in opposition next to each other like that, and even the black, like black all over. This is getting passionate too, though. It's going to give you passion. I think looking back to it, the way that you used to be, maybe the way that you guys used to be together, or the way, you know, you affected one another or something, like you need to pay attention to that right now, because it is kind of trying to show you how and where to work on yourself. Okay, that is what I'm getting, and yeah, all has to do with your new beginning. The shadow work here, you know, of course, with the inner child healing, of course, any of this work is going to be helping you towards the new beginning. Okay, so now we're going to do together. Okay, just 2 and 2. Okay, the energies together. How are they meeting each other? What should they focus on in their meetings together, their conversations, and their behavior, energy exchange, sacred energy exchange? Oh man, PM is so worried. Like, I feel like they're sick in bed. Oh, okay, everything's reversed though, so it's kind of like be patient. Okay, but it's also like it's very important to heed the message that is coming in through this part of the reading. Okay, so the Divine Masculine has made a ton of progress, but it's still wearing on them, and they have not finished. They have not completed. So they need to keep going. They need to tune out everything right now. And that may be why, you know, maybe if the Divine Masculine is feeling a little bit left out, you know, in the cold a little bit, you know, but I think the Divine Feminine really kind of on some level intuitively knows, you know, it's just these cycles. It's just these cycles of the moon, cycles of healing, cycle of all these things, you know, with astrology going on that we don't even really realize. Can't even really understand it. It's such a humongous body, you know, of information and up to interpretation in the reality of the moment, which is amazing, you know. And yeah, there's this kind of subtle regrowth. There's this underlying glow of knowing that you guys are going on in the right direction, you know. But right now, it's not a time, you know, for trying to get, you know, a lot of attention from your partner, or don't need, like, it's going within. This is going within and learning, you know. Again, get my program, KlairEeBerry.com, and you can learn the holistic law of attraction and the inner child healing work, and of course the shadow work as well. It's very inexpensive compared to therapy, so check it out. It's really will help you balance out, and you'll look back on yourself and be like, oh wow, you know, because there's movement. It's like there's this realization through the Divine Feminine that life is like a dance, you know. It's this back and forth. It's this recess, you know, you chase me, I'll chase you. This sort of a thing, you know, this innocence, that we really are wrapping our minds around and wrapping our emotions around and leveling up, really, really leveling up. And don't worry, because it's going to rub off, on your person. So, I'm going to take 2 of these just to kind of clarify that. Okay, so yeah, definitely new beginnings and lots of shadow work. Passionate new beginnings if you do the shadow work. Okay, 2 of you both feeling the passion at the same time, coming together, making plans for the future. No joke, okay? If you do the growth, it's just growth and healing. Lots of healing. It will help you so much to get in there and get in that mind, get in that emotional body and work on this shape. You just kind of poke it up, stir it up. Yeah, you kind of got to refeel it a little bit, but you figure it out finally once and for all. Then you can tuck it away for good. It's awesome. Seriously. So that's what it's all about. Check it out at my website, klaireeberry.com. Always the most up-to-date price is going to be the most recent post there. So I just really hope that you guys are having a good week. Again, we're kind of in this Gemini kind of, sometimes it can be this easy breezy, energy. And, if you're feeling good, then kudos to you, because that is working, in alignment with yourself. If you're feeling good right now, you're doing some good work. Okay. And just keep on doing it. Okay. Because remember, your person is kind of depending on it right now. Okay. To really go deep, you have to go like all the way. You have to go deep. There's too much. This is both you and your person feeling the pain. Okay. It's been a sad story. We don't want sad anymore. You can erase that. Life doesn't need to be so sad. This is what I'm getting from this. Okay. It's not just cycles. Like, this is the underlying stuff you have to deal with, but it's all about that shadow work. Okay. So much shadow work, so much inner child healing. You are going to benefit from everything, and it's going to make you have, better ideas. Your ideas are going to work with the universe better, on a better level, because again, you're clearing out this mucky shit that doesn't need to be there. And I'm not saying that any of us is dirty or anything, but we get these ideas ingrained into us from so many sources.